67 years old on Social Security and Medicare.
I'm 67 years old and Social Security and Medicare.
You better get it right. Maybe it'll be around when you get it. I was just evicted. I'm homeless. I worked my whole life. I made hundreds of thousands of dollars. Maybe $1 million. I paid taxes. And what kind of country lets this happen to their senior citizens? I love you all.
Mic check. My name is Jim. I too am a senior citizen. I've been an activist all my life. And I live on 3-figure Social Security income. I'm lucky. I was not evicted. Not because my landlord did not try to evict me. But because there were actual regulations that protected me. I'm lucky. You young people need to know that you too are entitled to Social Security. And when I hear people say, I will not pay taxes, I think they're crazy. And I'll tell you why. For all of you who went like this. This country, this democracy was built on the concept of equality. Equality in education, equality in housing, and equality in job opportunity. It is failing now because there is no regulation of fair taxes. The rich don't pay their fair share. The middle class are being taxed to death. And poor people, which I have now become, don't have anything to live on. So think it through about what the role of taxes do in a democratic society. He wants me to shut up, but I will not, because I'm a senior who has lived through the destruction of a fair tax structure by the rich.
I am a senior who has lived through the destruction of a fair tax structure.
And the corporation. And I want to thank you for listening, and I ask you to think about what you say.
Thank you. So, just a reminder. Keep it brief. That everyone has a chance to speak. Point of information. There are people who are standing because maybe they don't want to sit. But maybe they have something to say. Raise your hands. Or stand up. To speak. Or you speak.
Mic check. I've been poor. I've been broke. I've been disenfranchised. However, my community has never let me down. The management by using those taxes for our interests, for the general interest. The reason why our democracy has been hijacked by a very small group of elite oligarchs. These people are shifting tax policies to benefit them, and the taxes that are supposed to the community are siphoned for foreign wars. They say these wars are for freedom. They aren't. It's a massive welfare program. Big oil. For the military industrial complex. And all those benefit from the government. The 64th anniversary. What's so called in Palestine? The Nakba. Today, 64 years ago, 400 Palestinian villages were ethnically cleansed by Jewish militia. And Israel for the past 64 years. Maintained its military occupation of the West Bank and the Gaza Strip. Israel would not be able to do so. If it wasn't for the U.S. tax dollars. $8.2 million a day. U.S. tax money. Goes to Israeli military aid. Can America afford this? When our schools are being shut down. Post offices are being shut down. Unemployment rate is skyrocketing. It's so fucked up. The $8.2 million not only support killing innocent children, but they also empower the racist state of Israel. That discriminates against me. And all my Palestinian brothers and sisters. Simply because we are not Jewish. Simply because we are not Jewish. You are granted more rights in Israel. For being Jewish. Than the indigenous people of Palestine. Just like the native Indians in this country. Same baloney, different cheese. Only I can't speak up more about it in New York. In a city that holds the biggest Jewish population. After the state of Israel. But all of my Jewish friends. Have big hearts to know. Where all my anger comes from. And they also know. With their support. All of my anger turns into positive energy. I ask all of you American people to help me and help yourselves and the Jewish people